Portland Classic champ Judy Rankin watching Nasa Hataoka at the short 10th.
That's a really good little par 4. Takes a turn to the right off the tee. You play straight down the hill.
Birdie to get to 1 under at the time. Playing with her is Brooke Henderson and Ariya Jutanugarn. Here's Brooke, the winner here, back-to-back in 2015 and 16. Carlota Ciganda just a few days ago was hoisting the Solheim Cup with Team Europe. In 5 years, birdie at 4 and at the par 5 fifth, another one. Over at the 16th from South Africa, Paula Rito.
Down the slope, picking up a little bit of speed.
Takes Paula to 2 under. Brooke Henderson, who has had so much success in this event, winner back in 2015 and 2016, is at the tough 14th hole. Penalty area all along the right. Once you get up there, and Brooke has hit a beauty. Henderson trying to get it to 2 under par. Brand new venue, the Oregon Golf. 6 birdies, 4 bogeys, and Gemma Dryburgh at the picturesque par 3 12th. And the Scot could really use a good week. She's 137th in the race to the CME Globe.
Par 5 moves from left to right off the tee. And green's pretty receptive, and Hannah Green will have a putt for a birdie there. First came here to Portland to play in the US Women's Amateur at the Portland Golf Club back in 2015. You didn't go on points bet and put money on her though, did you, Judy?
I did not. I did
Good,
not.
because she's 4 over par, but she's got a chance to battle back. Back over to the 15th, and Austin Ernst to try and get back towards level par, but that's not going to be a birdie. Austin beat IK Kim in a playoff to win her first event, 2014.
Carlota ended up in the right side of this fairway in the first cut of rough. Has a good lie. That's a wedge from 126 yards. Holes in towards the front part of this green.
Yeah, good shot there. Might go in. Very close to knocking it in.
Yeah, this is a slightly uphill putt. Looks like a little right to left break. But Tom, it's going to take a couple days to learn how to read these greens.
Yeah, we were out there walking yesterday, weren't we, Kay? And, you know, there aren't big undulations in these greens, but a lot of subtleties. And, you know, downhill, the players were saying they're really fast.
And it's a par 5 for the players this week, a par 4 for the members. This is Haley Moore. Third group out this morning. And Judy, we talked about it. It's a huge opportunity for players like Haley, 154th in the race to the CME Globe.
Yeah, exactly. So you might look at some of the bigger names that you're more familiar with as, you know, being the eventual winner.
Haley Moore reached this 18th in 2. And a very needed good start for Haley Moore. With a prodigious power, Laura Davies can still move it out there, Judy. We saw earlier this year up close.
I don't think she's lost a yard. I really don't. I think she plays a lot of golf. I think she has taken advantage of all new technology. And I don't think she's lost a yard.
Laura Davies with Trish Johnson, her good pal, looking on. Trish was doing commentary for Sky Sports after winning the Senior LPGA Championship at the Solheim Cup. Is it? Oh, yeah. Trish looked like she was curling for a little bit. You know how you take the broom? And we see that, don't we, Tom, year in, year out, as we dwindle those full field events. Players, they know where they stand.
Yeah, Stacy Lewis just tapping in there. Yeah, we don't have too many full field events left. This is a run of 4 straight for the LPGA Tour, so there are 3 more to come.
It's a short shot for Brooke here. It's going to be really tough to spin downwind anywhere to keep it close. Not much green with which to work.
It's going to spin. And it's going to be a quicker putt from there.
About 1.5 times the size of this for par back at the previous. There you go.
But you really, when you have an 8-iron into a green, and you miss into the penalty area, you kind of shot yourself in the foot.
Stacy Lewis at the 16th. 4 under leads it. Anything around par has got to be coveted, wouldn't you think, Judy?
I think so. I think both the LPGA field staff trying to set up. No problem.
Everything is pulling down to her left. Very difficult putt. Oh, but she made it look easy, and her roll continues.
Never too early for a fist bump, is it?
Good high shot into the par 5.
Safe over on the right side there, as we saw a little earlier. If you go down the left, it brings that creek into play.
Second shot for Brooke at 16.
Yeah, straight up the hill and into the wind. Pretty strong wind, 141 hole. That was 7 iron, maybe 6, and it is not leaving the flagstick.
Whoa.
Beautiful.
A dart.
Left center putt, maybe left edge if he babies it.
To 2 under she goes. Remember, she was Monday qualifying a lot in 2015. She had turned pro, and well, she just kicked the door down 1 by 8 here.
Indicating that the wind is blowing right to left. She really can't feel anything down here in this hollow.
Yeah, just stays there. It's going to be okay. She'll have a chance to finish the day with a birdie.
Well, funny how just things change so quickly. It looked like she might be getting to 5 under par, and now this to save a par.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tough
boy, she has been
putt.
good on those 4 to 5 footers, Judy.
Third at the par 4, 16th for Nasa Hataoka.
Flat lie, only 4 or 5 paces of green with which to work. Need to spin it. Oh, Judy, how about that technique?
Absolutely beautiful.
Well, this would be quite the 4 for Nasa.
Never saw the grass. Ball was on the tee. Ball was in the sand. Ball was in the sand. When you get the hang of it and in the professional ranks, it's something people really excel at.
How about both of those shots from the sand? 16. 17.
Stacy Lewis's tee shot. All right at it. This could be... Yeah, it's going to be a 2.
Oh, good shot.
Well, it just all worked out rather well, didn't it?
Meant to be.
Stacy Lewis tapping in for the birdie. It's quite common for players to stay in private housing on the LPGA Tour. Has that been something that's happened ever since the beginning, Judy?
It's kind of ironic. She's getting married the week of the ShopRite, and that's where she met her husband, Jason Dodds. Here's Laura Davies having a go at the par 5 18th. 1 under. Judy.
Yeah, I think her foot slipped just a fraction, but it didn't hurt anything, did it?
You're going to have that putt to shoot 69 and get a share of second. Vice captain, one of them, Laura Davies, for Eagle at 18. Still Judy. 2 under par 70. Tied for 6th.
That's a good round for Laura, and I think the driving areas are just generous enough.
And we mentioned Carlota Saganda being the only European Solheim Cup member here. There are 5 Americans who played at Inverness. Nina Harrigai, one of them. She's had an amazing 15 months or so.
Interesting to me because they're pretty hard grips. It's not what you would generally go to get the best touch and feel.
Step 2's not bad either. She'll have that to tie the lead. Replaced her atop the Rolex rankings after winning the KPMG Women's PGA. To tie the lead, Gemma Dryburgh.
Boy, and she is one of the players who could really use something good to happen this week. She's only had 1 top 20 finish this year, and a mere, not to make light of it, but a mere $28,000. So keep this going.
All right, Jin Young Ko for birdie at the 10th.
This is MJ Her to get to 3 under par. She's a past champion of the Cambia Portland Classic, won back in 2009 at Pumpkin Ridge.
Third at 18, the par 5 for Nasa.
And then whole green slopes, front right to back left, exactly the line she played on. And this is pretty well judged. Could have missed left, but nice little uphill from 10 feet.
What about area? Quickly.
I don't think this golf course will allow you to strike the ball poorly.
No.
Get away with it.
Yeah, it's first of all, it's hard to make a great escape from a penalty area.
Oh, caught that almost a little heavy. Oh, just enough to get on the edge of the green, and that'll work out just fine.
Yeah, good opportunity. First hole of the day.
Just like you meant to do it, right? That's what you tell everybody.
Burn it off very quickly that it made a difference.
No for birdie at 10.
I think that was a pretty decent stroke. She thought it would move to the left, and it never did.
And one of the recent first-time winners. Long time coming for Ryan O'Toole. It was in Scotland a week before the AIG Women's Open.
With our broadcast window, so we'll be seeing players finishing their rounds and others starting their days. And Moria is going to start with a bogey and a par, playing alongside Bronte Law and Cheyenne Knight, both winners on the tour. Oh, no trouble there for Jin Young Ko. I was talking to Peter Jacobson, the course designer, and he said that Tavatanakit second. And as I was saying earlier, Jacobson was telling me that there's a lot of danger around these greens, as we talked about, Judy, but once you get on the putting green, relatively flat putting surfaces, and that's really a benefit for hitting the green, which is a challenge. Tavatanakit for birdie. Start of the day. 1 over through 2 holes. Still an amazing season for Tavatanakit.
Okay. You surprised, Tom, that Justin was not picked by Andre Harrington for the Ryder Cup?
Well, yeah, I mean, he played well, didn't he, in the, sort of right at the end, but he's had a few back problems. And wonderful shot there.
How do you do?
So now we know why she laid up.
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
It really was. And it's going to be a birdie for Gemma Dryburgh as well, the 28-year-old Scot. It's going to tie her for the lead with Carlota Saganda. And it's going to be the second time in the last 4 starts for Gemma that she's had the first-round lead.
Yelim for a birdie at the 11th.
Setting up for left to right break. And that really moved hard in the beginning. That should leave her a pretty easy, just outside of tap in, but we'll give her a 4.
Yelim has recently moved to the Dallas area, having grown up in the Bay Area of San Francisco.
Gonna break towards the river.
Yeah.
Perfect.
This is Pajariana Narukan here, 13th. Sort of wide open tee shot, and then it narrows into the green. You can see the little stream that runs short of the putting surface. That isn't a problem. And what a wonderful approach.
And right now, Grant, the wind is whipping from the right, although the flag just went limp as I said that. It makes it so much more difficult to get to that right side hole location. This one's a little long. Some slope there.
Tavatanakit.
It's flying a little deep as well.
It's been a popular spot.
Yeah, the short's not an option.
No.
She is a very long hitter.
So you're saying if you're grading by the curve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom told us about those great putting numbers of Patty's as well. 4th in putts per green in regulation. 8th.
This is Sarah Schmelzel for a birdie at the 13th. This is for 4 threes in a row to start the day. How about that from Schmelzel?
Clock for birdie. Just turned 31 years old and just turned that into a 4 at the par 5 18th. And so Kwok from Korea makes her home in the Atlanta area.
Extreme uphill lie, decent lie in the rough. Can't see the surface of the green.
Good shot.
Second shot here for Jin Young Ko.
Pitching wedge, ball slightly above her feet. Wind helping from the right. 126 to the hole. Good full wedge. On a really good line. And a good shot.
Yeah, good one.
Angel Yin needs a little dose of that in her game.
Making it look simple there. Good start to the day. 2 birdies in the first 4 holes.
It's not going to be 18 threes for Sarah Schmelzel. She's already used up all 3 strokes here. This for a 4. Feels like a 3, doesn't it? Is that hole, Judy?
She ranks #1 on tour in sand saves, so she's got to be pretty good at the shortish putts. She's quite an entertaining character, Angel Yin.
I'll take a break and you do the talking.
Okay, here you go.
Here we go.
Take it away, Tom.
This is Yelim second.
I got to know her a little bit at Solheim this year, and she's a fabulous player and has a great head on her shoulders, and she's going to be really good.
Birdie putt here for Yelim. She won 2 points for the US at the Solheim Cup, and she was close to a victory at the Amundi Evian Championship. Let's not forget, she was only 1 shot out of the playoff, so it's got to be coming pretty soon, I would think, a victory for Yelim.
She likes it. Crowd likes it.
That's a good way to end your day or make your turn.
Mind over matter. And an eagle 3 to finish up. Patty Tavatanakit second.
Huge tee shot, just 146 to the hole.
That makes it not quite as difficult a par 4 as it actually is. Shot.
Julie, talk about winning early in your career. How about Patty T at A&A?
Exactly. I mean, but you just look how simple her swing is. You know, she had a great college career and came out here. She hits the ball a long way.
Oh boy, she saw something we didn't see. Unusual there, a putt that length, that she has the flagstick out of the hole, because she often putts, most often putts with the flagstick in the hole.
No, she had problems at the 11th. She made a 7 there. Triple bogey.
And you would have to think that that meant she lost a ball to the left.
Yeah. And that was a wonderful second shot from Cheyenne, and she will have an eagle putt. So it's going to be a bit of an up and down day. She did birdie the 12th hole, so that was a nice bounce back after the trip.
There's a few players in this game who have never experienced down times, but most players would tell you that the game's pretty fickle from time to time.
At the 16th, #1 in the world for 15 weeks. Had a shoulder injury last year during the pandemic shutdown, but those close to her say that's really not the issue. She's recovered physically.
With the blade wide open, just like you would play a bunker shot. Pretty nice looking little lob. The technique was great.
Yes, uphill lie, playing back into the breeze, but you've seen this green really fast from behind it. But you guys were talking about her soft hands, Tom.
That's really good. Should go left at the end, and it's not far away from going in. That's such a good touch. And a bunker shot here for Jin Young Ko.
Yeah, the uphill lie helped. Oh, the wind actually pushed that ball right in the air.
Just kind of whips through some of these avenues of trees, isn't it?